After leading the Celtics to their first championship in 16 years,
Larry O'Brien Trophy for the NBA championship.
While topping the team in points, rebounds, and assists, Jayson Tatum has cemented himself as one of the best players in the modern NBA. Yet, the media continues to criticize and undermine him.
You know what? I'm so over Jayson Tatum.
There have been numerous instances where both the media and the basketball community have unfairly scrutinized Tatum. But why does this keep happening? Since being drafted third overall by the Celtics in 2017, Tatum has built a Hall of Fame-worthy resume. From posterizing LeBron to winning an NBA championship, he has proven himself as an elite scorer, defender, and playmaker.
In 5 minutes,
Tatum drives, goes inside, behind the back, Horford, corner three, puts it in, Al Horford.
Yet, despite his accomplishments, he still struggles to receive the recognition he deserves in the basketball world. While there have been many moments where he faced unfair criticism, one of the most glaring examples came during the Olympics. When Team USA announced its roster for the Olympics, it felt like an Avengers-style super team had assembled. The squad featured some of the best players in the league: LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Tyrese Halliburton, and Jayson Tatum. With this stacked lineup, a gold medal seemed inevitable. They just had to prove their dominance, especially after Team USA's recent loss to Germany.
There it is. Gets to Schroeder, he throws it up, and the Germans have done it! They have stunned the United States in the semifinals!
Jayson Tatum was excited to contribute to the team's success. He got a fresh haircut and put in extra work during practice sessions.
But ready for the Olympics, ready for camp, ready to be a part of the team. Finally, glad to be here.
A viral video of LeBron, Curry, and Tatum doing their pre-game rituals sparked hype, making it clear that Team USA was ready for battle. As the exhibition games began, Kevin Durant suffered a minor injury, and Tatum stepped up to fill the gap. In a game against Canada, he looked sharp, shooting 4 for 7 from the field and even pulling off a crazy spin move on Canada's best player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But as the Olympics approached and Durant returned from injury, doubts arose about Tatum's role in the rotation. What happened next shocked the basketball world. In Team USA's first group stage game against Serbia, Jayson Tatum was benched for the entire game. He didn't play a single second. Despite Durant's dominant performance that night, the fact that Tatum, who was the team's second leading scorer in the previous Olympics, didn't even get a chance to play was unbelievable. Even his Boston teammates, Derek White and Drew Holiday, got their moments on the court. Tatum had averaged 15.2 points per game in the previous Olympics, yet this time he was sidelined without explanation. Coach Steve Kerr had told him before the game that he might not get his minutes, but no one expected complete exclusion. When asked about it in an interview, Kerr's response only added to the controversy.
Didn't get to use Jayson Tatum, who's obviously one of the best players in the league. Obviously, that's one of the hard things to do in your role.
Yeah, it's tough, but Jayson handled it really well. I talked to him today before the game that it may play out this way, just with Kevin coming back and the lineups that I wanted to get to. But that'll change. You know, Jayson's going to play. Every game's going to be different based on matchups. He's a total pro. He's, first team All-NBA 3 years in a row. I felt like an idiot not playing him, but in a 40-minute game, you can't play more than 10. You really can't. And so I think he's an amazing guy, great player, and handled it beautifully. And he'll be back out there next game.
A large group of basketball fans criticized Steve Kerr's decision to bench Jayson Tatum. One said, "I'm not even a Celtics fan. I'm a Lakers fan." but I'm also a basketball fan. Tatum not getting any minutes is just disrespectful. I commend Jayson Tatum for his way. He responded like a great player, great leader, not complaining that, murmuring, not griping. That is the way you were supposed to carry yourself. In that is a true person of character, integrity, and every way possible. This decision sparked major backlash, even drawing criticism from Stephen A. Smith.
What Steve Kerr did to Jayson Tatum in the Olympics is egregious. You don't go up to an all-NBA first-team player over the last 3 years who just won a championship a month earlier, who spent the year averaging 27 a game, and walk up to him before a game and say, I don't know how I'm going to find minutes for you.
This was a very strong and valid point that Stephen A. raised. We all know he wasn't the best player on the roster, but he was undoubtedly performing better than Embiid and his teammates. When Stephen A. asked Jaylen Brown about it on his podcast, Brown said it was disgusting to see him in that situation. He even texted him, saying he felt for him.
Somebody that plays in the league, that plays with this man as a teammate all of these years, what was that like? And could you fathom any explanation how you, as any coach, can look at a guy like Jayson Tatum and say, beforehand, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find minutes for you in a 40-minute contest?
No, for sure. I'm biased when answering this, by the way, totally.
Sure.
But Jayson, I think he handled it extremely well. That just says a lot about JT's character. But I know he was pissed. No, for sure. I remember texting him and being like, I'm mad for you. Like, I know what
I was mad
get
for
it.
him.
Like JT, I know how he carries himself and how, you know what I mean? So I know like that feeling. But I thought he handled it well. I thought he handled it with class.
Drew Holiday and his teammates also criticized the situation.
Like JT, the way he handled it like a professional. He never brought it in the locker room. He never brought it to us. Like, yeah, we talked about it and all that, but it was never like it was an issue. And then the same thing with D. White and JB. Like, we all love each other, so it was never an issue amongst us. But I do know that there were some things put out there that was real controversial. So,
however, Jayson Tatum handled it exceptionally well. Despite facing disrespect and adversity, he continued to cheer for his team, showing the kind of player he is. Even Draymond Green, who is known for his unsportsmanlike plays and is coached by Steve Kerr himself, had something to say about it.
However, you don't not play Jayson Tatum. That man just won an NBA championship, cover of NBA 2K, cover of Sports Illustrated saying cheers. Just signed the biggest contract in NBA history. Oh, and by the way, your reward is sit down and don't play in the first Olympic game. Now, if you watched the exhibition games, JT didn't play well in the exhibition game. I don't care. Like, it actually doesn't matter.
Every major name in basketball disagreed with Steve Kerr's decision and criticized him for it. Jayson Tatum was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 2017, joining one of the most hated teams in the league. Even LeBron James has admitted that he hates Boston.
I mean, Boston.
Boston, yeah.
Why do you hate Boston? Because they racist as fuck. That's why. They will say anything, and it's fine. I mean, fuck, it's my life. I mean.
From the moment he joined, Tatum was explosive in his rookie year. He was named Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month in December 2017. However, instead of receiving the appreciation he deserved, he faced criticism for being on an already well-established team alongside Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Marcus Smart, and Kyrie Irving. During his rookie season, the Celtics finished as the second seed in the East and made it to the conference finals. Tatum was already better than most NBA players at that stage. In his first playoff game, he recorded a double-double with 19 points and 10 rebounds. In the second round against the 76ers, he dropped 28 points in Game 1.
Pushed off a little bit, and he knocks it down, and there's Tatum again. Beautiful.
Becoming the first Celtics rookie since Larry Bird to score 25-plus points in a playoff game. Despite his outstanding performances, the media didn't give him the recognition he deserved. Tatum even set a record by scoring 20-plus points in 5 consecutive playoff games as a rookie. Although the Celtics lost to LeBron's Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, Tatum had already proven he was ready for the league. While the mainstream media overlooked his talent, LeBron James personally praised his performances in the playoffs.
With Jayson, I just love everything about the kid. The way he plays the game, his demeanor, where he come from. I know his parents, and I just know he's just built for stardom. He's built for success, and that's both on and off the floor. So, two guys right there that Boston are they're very lucky to have him.
After finishing his rookie year, Jayson Tatum continued to elevate his game in his second season. He scored 40 points against the Hornets and was performing at a high level.
Tatum, fall away. Oh, man. The first one's in a nice place.
That season, he was selected as an NBA All-Star for the first time and made the All-NBA third team. Despite his strong performance, the Celtics fell short in the Eastern Conference Finals. However, Tatum led the team with averages of 26 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 6.3 assists. At just 21 years old, reaching that stage was a remarkable achievement in the NBA. As his performance improved, Tatum signed a 5-year, $195 million rookie max extension with the Celtics and became a 2-time All-Star. He continued setting records, becoming the youngest Celtics player to score 50 points in a game against the Timberwolves on April 9th.
Backing his way down. And one.
Jayson Tatum showing you the muscle.
Later, he dropped 60 points against the Spurs.
There we go. Tatum turns the corner, takes it to the basket, gets the layup.
He also won the Kobe Bryant MVP trophy for the NBA All-Star Game. During the COVID season, despite Jaylen Brown being sidelined and Tatum battling illness, he still managed to score 50 points against the Wizards in the play-in tournament. Over the years, he refined his game and, by the 2021-2022 season, led the NBA in plus-minus. Tatum had multiple 50-point games that season, showing his determination to lead the Celtics to success. The Celtics faced the Brooklyn Nets in the 2022 playoffs, and in Game 1, Tatum scored 31 points, capping it off with a spinning game winner in the final seconds.
Brown kicks it out. Smart fakes. Inside. Tatum spins and he puts it in. Celtics go up by 1.
In Game 3, he dropped 39 points and dished out 6 assists, helping the Celtics sweep the Nets.
Tatum with a hand in his face connects on a three-pointer. Marcus Smart looking. Nice feed inside. Tatum to Horford. Three-pointer. It's good. Al Horford with his first field goal.
After that series, he was widely recognized as one of the best players in the league. In the next round, the Celtics met Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks. The series was tied, but in Game 6, Tatum delivered a clutch 46-point performance, leading Boston to the conference finals.
Tatum step back three-pointer. It's gonna. Jayson Smart looking. Tatum catches. Tatum shoots. Tatum scores as the shot clock.
There, they faced a tough 7-game battle against the Miami Heat. Tatum averaged 26 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 5.6 assists in the series, securing the Celtics' spot in the NBA Finals. He was also named Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Now, a heavy burden was placed on Tatum's shoulders. At such a young age, he had already accomplished so much, but expectations soared. Unfortunately, in the finals, he struggled to meet them. Even after taking an early series lead, the Celtics were no match for the experienced Golden State Warriors, who had multiple champions like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green.
6 assists for Green. Curry a long three. It's good! Thompson with the hezzy. Playing for you, Mark.
If you care about winning, you'll get better on defense.
Well, he's got the offense taken care of.
Tatum faced constant double teams, and with Jaylen Brown also struggling, the Celtics couldn't keep up. Although some criticism was expected, the backlash went too far. Even in 2024, after winning a championship, people still held 2022 against Tatum. Luka Doncic, for instance, also struggled in the finals, failing on both offense and defense.
Doncic throws it up. Jones can't quite get it. Kleber does.
But he didn't face nearly as much trolling. Meanwhile, Tatum continues to be scrutinized, despite proving himself repeatedly. Beyond Tatum, the Celtics as a franchise are widely disliked. By 2024, they had secured 18 NBA championships, the most in history, making them the league's most successful team. Many rival franchises harbor jealousy, as their teams lack the same dominance. This fuels the ongoing hate toward both Tatum and the Celtics. Despite performing exceptionally well throughout the regular season and missing very few games, he is still not considered the next face of the league. Yet, his popularity is undeniable. He has one of the strongest fan bases, with his jersey ranking as the third best-selling in 2024, behind only LeBron James and Stephen Curry. Being ranked third in jersey sales behind generational stars like LeBron James and Stephen Curry, who have been in the NBA for so long, proves how popular Jayson Tatum is. Tatum has been in MVP discussions throughout the season and led the Celtics to a league-best 64-18 record. Since the 2020-2021 season, he has scored the most points in the NBA while staying healthy and leading his team to 4 conference finals appearances. One of his greatest qualities is his selfless style of play. He prioritizes ball movement, allowing Boston's deep roster of three-point shooters to thrive. The Celtics are even on pace to break the Warriors' record for most three-pointers made in a regular season in 2024-2025. With Tatum frequently facing double teams, he consistently makes the right pass to open teammates. He already has 17 games with 30-plus points early in the season and ranks third in total points scored.
Tatum, the crossover, the spin, the layup is good.
Yet the media and league still refuse to acknowledge him as the next face of the NBA. Instead, his off nights receive more attention than his dominant performances. Tatum impacts both ends of the floor, excelling in both offense and defense.
Trying to get it down to Tobias. Does just that, and that was a whole lot.
Meanwhile, players like Ja Morant and Zion Williamson receive more praise for their athleticism and dunking ability, despite struggling to stay healthy and failing to lead their teams to the playoffs. Aside from the COVID year, Tatum has played over 70 games in every regular season, demonstrating his durability and commitment to the game. In contrast, Luka Doncic, while an elite offensive player, struggles defensively and lacks consistent help outside of Kyrie Irving, forcing him to carry a heavier load. The league's refusal to forecast Tatum as its future face has become a recurring issue. He is often compared to rising stars like Anthony Edwards, yet Tatum has consistently proven he is the superior player. In head-to-head matchups between the Celtics and Timberwolves, Minnesota has only managed to beat Boston once. Tatum averages 29.8 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 4.5 assists, while shooting 48% from the field and 38.5% from three.
A 2 by Coaching 4 to go here in the third. Crossover Tatum, and he drops the sledgehammer.
Against Edwards, who averages 25.2 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 4.0 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 33% from three. Despite this, Edwards often discusses team struggles publicly after losses, while Tatum remains focused on his game. Right now, our team's identity is that we are soft as hell internally, not against the other team, but amongst ourselves. We are soft, we can't talk to each other. It's like we're playing with a bunch of little kids, the whole team, and we have to figure it out because we can't keep going down this path. Tatum, on the other hand, keeps his head calm and remains focused on the team, even leading them on a championship run. In modern basketball, he is undoubtedly in the top 5 conversations alongside Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and Shai. Yet, he still receives less recognition than these players. However, despite the lack of media attention, he has strong support from fans. NBA basketball is so toxic. Everybody has something to say about people who do things that they can't do. Basketball is a team sport. Why sacrifice the championship win to pad his stats? He is currently the 4th leading scorer at the time of this comment. Leave this guy alone. He's doing great. What can you do? The hate for Tatum is real. That boy worked hard and got a chip. Ever since his rookie debut, the boy has been going to the conference finals. He doesn't get enough credit for his play on the court. Stop hating, bro. Damn. One more way Tatum and the Celtics are being disrespected in the NBA is by downplaying their 2024 championship. While many discussions focus on their playoff run, what often gets ignored is that the Celtics had the best regular season record that year with 64 wins and 18 losses. Their starting lineup, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, and Drew Holiday, was dominant on both ends of the floor, excelling in offense, defense, and three-point shooting.
Still targeting Luka Doncic, the step-back three from Jayson Tatum.
Their bench was also highly effective, featuring Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard, with Pritchard emerging as a top contender for 6th Man of the Year.
Bang! Pritchard at the buzzer with a three-pointer. He's done it again.
Boston had the highest offensive rating in the league and ranked 3rd overall in net rating with 123.2. Tatum and Brown have also become one of the most successful duos in the NBA by win percentage, trailing only Golden State's dynastic core. In fact, they have won at a higher rate than Jokic and Murray in Denver. Further analysis reveals that Boston's dynamic duo recently surpassed 25,000 total touches. They complement each other's style, understanding one another's tendencies. This season marked their best offensive performance to date.
And in fact, as Tatum gets inside and banks it home.
And this is that decisiveness. You've got Tim Hardaway Jr. on you. You create the drive.
Boston didn't just dominate the Eastern Conference. They proved themselves against the West as well. The Celtics finished 23-7 against Western Conference teams in their championship year, including 2 victories over the Mavericks.
Gets the hands back. Soft touch.
That's when Boston's so dangerous.
Brown on the steal and slam.
Their coaching staff, led by Joe Mazzulla, played a crucial role in strengthening their mental resilience and on-court chemistry. When critics dismissed their championship run by claiming the playoffs lacked strong competition, they overlooked Boston's regular season dominance. The Celtics had an average winning margin of 11+ points and ranked 3rd in defensive rating, with 3 players averaging over 20 points per game. In the first round, Boston defeated Miami 4-1, even though the Heat were missing Jimmy Butler. However, the Celtics had already beaten Miami 3 times that season, so the outcome was unlikely to change much, with or without Butler. At most, it might have extended the series to 6 or 7 games. Next, they eliminated the Cavaliers 4-1 and advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 was a statement win. Boston overcame an 18-point deficit, forced overtime, and eventually swept the series.
In the corner, Brown fakes, fires up the three. Bang! Bang! Jaylen Brown knocks down the three to tie the game.
In the finals, they faced Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, but completely dominated the Mavericks, proving that their championship was built on hard work and consistency throughout the entire season.
Goes at Doncic, gets inside, layup, shot is good. Somehow he muscled. Competitive sweep, if there is such a thing. Pacers give them all they can handle in most of the games. Tatum on the strong finish.
There's been much talk about Jayson Tatum's quiet and reserved demeanor, with some labeling him boring or emotionless. However, people fail to recognize that this is simply his natural personality. It varies from player to player. Tatum's calm and collected nature shouldn't be mistaken for a lack of leadership or passion for the game. His approach is deliberate and disciplined, setting an example rather than being overly vocal. In an era where extroverted leadership is often praised, his on-court performance speaks louder than words. His dedication to both ends of the floor, smart decision-making in crucial moments, and consistent excellence define his leadership. Off the court, when he speaks, his words carry weight because he chooses them carefully. His reserved style helps the team stay focused and unified, fostering the right mindset for high-level competition. If people criticize his corny celebrations, they should also acknowledge his on-court greatness with the same energy. Superstars like Jayson Tatum are often subjected to intense scrutiny in the high-pressure world of the NBA. While criticism and challenges are part of an athlete's growth, There's a fine line between constructive feedback and relentless pressure. Too often, it feels like an unfair siege on their performance and character. As fans and analysts, our passion for the game should promote appreciation and support, creating an environment where players like Tatum can thrive without being unfairly ridiculed. Criticism should fuel progress, not hinder confidence. Recognizing both Tatum's achievements and struggles allows for a more balanced perspective, one that encourages growth rather than unwarranted negativity.